For the purpose of this training, we'll be talking about two basic types of microphones, a dynamic microphone and a condenser. The dynamic microphone is a popular choice for vocals and/or anything that gives off high sound levels, like drums, electric guitars, amps, brass instruments, anything that's loud. They don't need any external or phantom power for them to work. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to be using a lot of technical terms, but in this instance, let me explain. Phantom power is a name given to a low voltage power supply, up to 48 volts, sent from the soundboard through the microphone cable to the microphone. A condenser microphone needs some sort of power supply, either a battery or phantom power. Condenser microphones are used for podiums, choir mics, as well as miking acoustical instruments such as pianos, guitars, and other stringed instruments. Condenser microphones usually can't take real high sound levels, but they do capture more accurately the higher frequencies, which means if you put a condenser microphone over some drums, they do a great job of picking up that bright shimmer of the cymbals. I do want to touch on the proper use of the vocal microphone. Considering the distance between the person who's singing or talking on the microphone and, again, just the basic handling of a microphone. When they grab a hold of that microphone, they take it off the stand and you'll have all kinds of microphone noise when they pull it off and wiggle it around and all. That'll be popping out of the speakers. And if your soundboard has a mute capability, definitely, while they're pulling this microphone off the stand before they talk, definitely mute that channel. It's good. It's a good practice to mute it. You don't have all that distraction for the congregation. They will pull it off. It'll be like very seamless and fluid. You won't have the noise coming through the speakers, and it won't be a distraction. Now, when you have someone go up and they're going to use a microphone on the stage, and they inevitably will come up and they'll come over there and they'll tap it. Is this on? Is this on? They'll tap it. You want to give them the confidence that when they pick up the microphone, they know it's going to be on, it's going to come out loud and clear. So when you're telling the person who's going to go up on stage and you're going to say, well, use this particular microphone, it'll be ready for you. Please don't tap on it. It will be ready for you. And then pay attention and have it ready for that person. Next is the proper distance the person should have from the microphone. If they're a really loud singer, they could be further away and be just fine. But there are other people that just love to talk really close to the microphone. And you notice right now that it's getting a lot deeper. You have a lot more lower frequencies coming through, but you also get a lot of plosives. The P's come through. The S's will be a little bit sharper. T's, anything that is going to cause that microphone to pop through the speakers. You'll hear when P's and T's will pop through the speakers. And the closer you are, the more you get that. You can turn down the low frequencies of that channel to reduce that, but you'll still get a little bit more of the plosives the closer you are. The proper distance for a good microphone like the Shure SM58 would be anywhere from 3 inches, farthest 6 inches. The further you get away from this microphone, even a foot, the thinner it's going to sound. It's going to sound a little bit more distant. It's not going to have a lot of the deeper tones. That's why a lot of male vocalists will want to have it closer, because it does reproduce a lot of that lower tone for their vocal. If there's a lot of different microphones up on the stage, color code them. This one has a little blue tape, something that's going to a white to green, that you can see from a far distance. Then you know, oh, they've grabbed the blue microphone, they've grabbed the white microphone, the yellow, or whatever color electrical tape that you want to put on that. Well, now we've learned a little bit more about the proper use of a microphone, vocal microphone. Let's learn a little bit more about miking instruments.